Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a snowy edition of Hockey Night on Hamilton here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium. And folks, a reminder as always that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region in Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. Heading into town tonight to play against the Rivulettes are the Whitby Wolves. A beautiful night to make the drive out from Whitby. If you remember, just 2 months ago, the Wolves took down the Rivulettes in dominant fashion on their home pad. But the Rivulettes look for revenge tonight, coming in hot off a 14-0 aggregate weekend last weekend with 2 wins on the road. A big one here at home against the Blue Water Hawks, and they look to keep the hot streak alive. Courtney Beeksman net tonight for the Rivulettes. And please add to your lineup number 22, Ellie McKinnon. In just a few moments, we'll send things over to arena announcer Kevin Warner as he gets us set for another edition of Hockey Night on Hamilton. Thank you, Kevin, for those beautiful introductions. And folks, starting for the visiting Whitby Wolves on defense, number 8, Whitney Basso, number 89, Callie Mechtel. On forward for the Wolves, number 9, Riley Pettit, number 87, Katie Belkin, number 88, Hayden Lesson. And starting in goal for the Wolves, number 1, Sadie Davidson. And starting for your Cambridge Rivulettes on defense, number 4, Reese Reed, playing alongside number 7, Maddie Kim. On forward for the Rivulettes, number 5, Ellen Neal, flanked by number 17, Ava Strom, and number 26, Rachel Burt. And in net for the Cambridge Rivulettes, number 33, Courtney Beeksma. We're sure to be in for a good one here tonight, folks, as we always are. It's Rivulettes versus Wolves. Skating with the Rivulettes tonight, pregame. They'd like to welcome the U7 and U9 Grand River Mustangs. Both teams skating and warm-up with the Rivulettes, and they'll enjoy some pizza from Domino's throughout the game. Reed falling on the puck on the sideboards in the Whitby zone. But the Wolves pull it out and play it to the other side. And up quickly comes Whitby. Petted into the zone. That one taking the slot. Pettit from the slot gets a flick off. Beeksma watches it head wide. Good quick chance there from Hayden Lesson. Mechtel gets the shot off. That one will be up and over the head of Courtney Beeksma. Basso plays that off the sideboards. It'll be picked up by Neal. Neal and Strom able to clear it. As Neal will chip it in from the red line, and most of the Rivulettes get a change. Reed hard in on the forecheck. She gets a stick on it. Looks for Sharon out front. Sharon can't quite handle it. As the Wolves struggling to exit the zone. Couple clearance attempts off skates. They'll do so successfully here as McAlpine carries it up over the blue line. Cardone makes a move. Rivulettes quickly take back possession. And Ristori has it below the goal line. Kept in by Key. And the Rivs get there first. Ristori high up off the glass. That one's going to head down the ice, and Miller in a race for the puck. Race won by Clark. D'Angelo will keep it in on the left side. Carswell tries to pull that one out front, but has it taken away. Kept in by Styles. The linesmen think otherwise. And we'll have a face-off. Our first stoppage to play of the game coming outside the Whitby zone. Just 2 minutes into this first period. Carswell getting a good stick in. As the Wolves just chip it deep. And that puck's picked up at the blue line by Newmaster. Pittis flips it out front. That one's going to head across the crease. Roderick trying to slide it up over the middle of the ice. Styles will help her clear the ice. Carswell knocked off the puck entering the zone. It's carried back in by Quinn Carswell. 2-on-1. That's Styles with it. Carswell with a shot off. A good stick save from Sadie Davidson. Not sure she ever saw that one. But it remains scoreless nonetheless. Carswell trying to pick a corner. Out comes Whitby. Cialtzis chips it in deep as she heads off for a change. And Kim will take it from behind the net. That one poked out by Hillock. But Whitby comes away with possession. Up quickly is Belk. Belk in all alone. Makes a move. Beastman sprawls across to make the toe save. Fast break there. A breakaway for Katie Belk. But Beastman stands strong. He keeps the 0-0 as Mechtel enters the zone. Back to the blue line for Mechtel. She can't handle that one. Burt gonna race all the way down the ice. Cuts Mechtel off. Cardone tips at the length. Ristori will get back in time. Touch up. And we've got Nicing with a face-off coming all the way back down to the Whitby zone. Just over 4 minutes into this first period. And a fantastic scoring opportunity for the Whitby Wolves. Katie Belkin all alone on Beeksma. With the Cambridge keeper able to get a toe on it. Whitby wins the face-off, but it's kept in by her Story. Or she tries to keep it in. And the Rivs will start from the neutral zone. Strom with the puck at center ice. And on the right side, Strom tries to flip it out front. That one gets held up, and the net is off in the Whitby zone. And we'll have a face-off. Miller wins the draw cleanly. Broderick with a shot off. Strom poking away at it. Miller batting away at it. And Davidson will cover up. A good opportunity for the Rivulettes there. Miller with another face-off win. Randall from the blue line sends that one into the far corner. D'Angelo trying to chip it out front. The Rivulettes nowhere to be found. Key, we got a stick on it, clearing the zone, but Randall will send it right back in. Key rings it around the boards yet again. That one's going to exit. And Carswell's going to pick it up before icing can be called. Digging away out of it is Strano. The Wolves come away with possession. Styles finds it in the corner. Takes an odd bounce, and D'Angelo will pick it up at the blue line, play it to Styles in the middle of the ice. When Styles gets a shot off from the left side. That one misses wide. And back out comes Cialtis. Pittis going to chip it all the way as the rest of the Wolves head off for a change. And the Rivs look to carry it out. Carswell high up off the glass. That one's going to head the length for icing. And we've got another face-off coming back down to the Cambridge Rivulettes zone. Reed pulling the puck out of the scrum. She plays it up over the middle of the ice, but Styles can't handle it. And brought in by Belk. Good stick by Reed to knock the puck off Belk before she's able to get a shot off. That's taken away once again. Pettit flipping it into the corner. Hillock up over the red line into the offensive zone. Hillock stops. Tries to play it to the middle of the ice, but that one's taken away. And out comes Basso. Into the zone is Newmaster. A shot from the slot. That one's off a pair of shin pads, but it's picked up by Murphy. McKinnon able to get a stick on it. She'll clear the zone. Key looks cross ice. And Miller with the takeaway. Miller entering the zone. The Rivulettes getting a delayed penalty coming here to the Wolves, pardon me. Neal pins it up down low. Whitby digging away at it. And as they touch up, we'll get our first Rivulette power play of the game. Looks to be a hooking penalty coming here to number 7, Neve Murphy. Rivulettes will go up a man for the next 2 minutes. As Randall has it at the blue line. Cross for Broderick. Broderick walking in. She stops. That shot tipped up and out of play. Off the roof. And we'll get another face-off. Neal on the draw for Cambridge. But Strano will win that one back. And Burt first to the puck on the sideboards. Strom down low. Davis Strom taking it behind the net. Broderick cuts in. And Randall has it to the blue line. Burt puts it down low. Neal can't quite get a stick on it. Broderick still low pinching. Back for Randall. Randall, walking line. Shot off! That one's going to be tipped just wide. Kept in by Randall momentarily, but batted out of play by Cialtis. And the Rivulettes will head for a full line change here. 40 seconds into the penalty to Murphy. Reed from the blue line. Cross ice. D'Angelo can't quite get a shot off. Shawn spots Reed out front, but that one's taken away. Ristori with a pinch. Unable to find the puck. And Cambridge getting away with one. Pittis could have been sprung for a breakaway. Another giveaway. Miller wins the race to the puck. Falls on it. And it's picked up by Pittis. Shawn, the takeaway at the red line. She plays it in for D'Angelo. D'Angelo with a shot off up over the head of Davidson. Miller from the corner. Tries to slide that one for D'Angelo in the slot. 30 seconds remain on the Rivulet power play. Broderick finds D'Angelo. D'Angelo in. Shot off. And Davidson squares up and makes the save. Carswell now kicking it around down low. Carrier going to keep it in at the blue line. Play it back down for Carswell. Styles battling the boards. She walks in. Can't quite get a shot off. Carswell down low. Looks for her sister out front, but that one will be wrong. Out of the zone. And as we return to 5-on-5, the Wolves come away with their first penalty kill. A tumble by Riley Pettit as Rivulettes chip that one in. She gets up unharmed. Micah Carswell able to keep it in. Carswell stops, plays it down low for Styles. Quinn Carswell down low. Tries to get it out front. But the Wolves step in front of the way. And out they come. Katie Belk up over the blue line. She's got Pettit cutting to the middle. Beeksma makes the first save. Can't control the rebound. It's kept in by Pettit. Back to the blue line for Mechtel. Mechtel's shot off. Beeksma with a good pad save. McKinnon able to clear the zone again. And Hillock will step in the way, and she's got it down in the offensive corner. Hillock out front. McKinnon can't quite pick it up. And out come the Wolves. Cialtis up over the blue line, chipping it down low. Randall able to get there first as we cross the halfway mark of this first period. Only McKinnon on a good take into the boards. Cialtis keeps it in. Strome able to poke it out of the zone. Shawn getting a stick on that pass. But Whitby controls it in the neutral zone. Clark trying to flip it in. Randall stepping in the way, and the Rivulettes have control. Randall up over the red line. She's going to skate with it. Her shot just wide. Burt picks it up on the side boards. Strome racing to the puck down low. She gets there first. Plays it back for Burt. Battle for the puck on the near boards. Taken out by Whitby, but Carrier able to keep it in. Carrier with a good physical play along the near boards. Short-lived as it's carried out by Ireland Death. Death with the shot off. That one's going to miss wide. Carrier has her pocket picked, and Strano carries it in. Strano in on Ristori. Sends that one along the ice. Beeksma makes the first save, then the second. Beeksma sprawling. The Rivulet goaltender able to keep this 0-0. Emerson Miller with the puck. She looks to carry it out herself. She'll do so. Has D'Angelo to her left. Miller into the zone. Tries to get to her forehand, but has it knocked off, and Sharon picks up the loose puck. D'Angelo taking in hard down low. Miller pulls it out of the scrum. Picked up by Cardone. She'll carry it in on the left side. Shot off. That one over the head of Beeksma. And the Rivs unable to clear. Carswell on the giveaway. Micah Carswell steps in the way. Miller will flip it up and out and get a change herself. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this first period. Score still at zeros. It's carried in by Riley Pettit. Belk cutting in on goal. She'll play that one down low. Belk able to keep it in. Kim trying to clear it out of harm's way. She'll do so. As Quinn Carswell flips it in off the left boards. Mechtel carrying it up herself in on the right side. Broderick taking her in down deep. Mechtel waits for support. Gets it. Beeksma with the pad save. A loose puck out front is picked back up by Mechtel. She stops, gets it for Key. Key with a shot off. Beeksma will cover up, make the save. And we'll have a face-off coming inside the Rivulet zone. 5:54 remaining in this first period. Fairly balanced first period here. Whitby, perhaps with a few more scoring chances off fast breaks. But both goaltenders playing strong. Rivulet's able to clear the zone, but it's picked up quickly by Jasmine Key. And the Wolves will give it right back. McKinnon can't do much with it as Ristori fights for it on the far boards. Pulled out by Pittis. Pittis dances around. Gets to her forehand. McKinnon getting a stick on it. Pittis with a shot off. Miller picks up the loose puck. Can't quite chip it up off the boards. Cialtis will send it all the way back down. But the Rivulettes with room to breathe. Miller cross ice spots Strome. Strome will carry it in 1-on-3. It was Strome trying to get to her forehand. Does so. Shot off. Davidson steers it aside. Strome leaves it for Kim. Kim's shot. Just wide. Neal unable to get a stick on it. Neal in the race for the puck. She gets taken into the boards. And the Wolves will send it all the way down the ice. Kim with the giveaway down low. And that puck tipped as Reese Reed in a race for the puck. Burt can't find it on the right boards. And the Rivs come away with it. Miller at center ice. Leaves it for D'Angelo. Sadie D'Angelo in. 1-on-1. Cutting on goal. Gets across and misses wide with the shot. That one going to be sent up and off the netting. We'll have a face-off coming inside the Whitby zone with just 3:52 remaining in this scoreless first period. Brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face that you can trust. Broderick first to the puck. She rings it around. But Pettit, the only player in the area. So that one's poked forward by D'Angelo. D'Angelo in again. Being chased down. Her tired legs get caught. D'Angelo heading off for a change. Up into the zone comes Pettit. Pettit with a shot off. Beeksma will cover up, and we'll have another face-off. Carswell going to flip that one up and out of play, and we've got another face-off. Micah Carswell poking it forward. Styles unable to hang on, and Carswell will carry it into the zone. She has it taken away, and back the other way comes Alexis Strano. Styles able to chip it out of the zone. Key going to send it the length of the ice. Kim will touch up in time for icing. And the puck will come all the way down to the Whitby zone with 2:48 remaining in this first period. Both goaltenders still perfect on the night. Cambridge from out front. A shot on Davidson holds her post and covers up. As our Rivulettes taken in hard down low.
This is the Rivs store to get your 50-50 tickets. 50-50 winner will be announced early in the third period.
Sadie D'Angelo, the pinball on that one. And she goes in hard to the post. But face-off coming to Sadie Davidson's right. 2:40 remaining. Hillock on the draw. Shot on that one's going to be tipped just wide. Reed unable to get much on that shot attempt. And Sharon's got it down low. Poked out of the zone. Reed first to get there. Hillock and Sharon both digging away at it. Cardone will come away with possession. Kept in by Clark. Picked up quickly by Hillock, and she'll flip it up off the boards. As the Rivulettes get a change, Key plays it forward quickly for Cardone. Back for Death. Death in on the right side. Shot off. Beeksma snags it out of midair. We'll have another face-off. This period ending eerily similar to a quarter in basketball. Cambridge with the face-off win, and Broderick fighting for it down low. As Beeksma finds it in her crease, she'll cover up. And we'll try again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Broderick's pass attempt heading the length of the ice. And the Wolves lazily get back and touch up for icing. And we'll try this again from the Rivulettes' end. Minute 40 remaining in this first period. Neal on the draw. Both teams looking to open this up at the end of the first. Randall flicks it out of the zone. And Whitby will play it back in quickly. Broderick from the corner tries to flip it up and out. She'll do so. But the Wolves regain possession once again. That one gonna head off the boards and into the zone. Ristori will get there first. Randall with room to skate. Finds Miller. Miller carrying it into the zone. Sharon right there with her. Miller in the corner. Fighting away at it. Sharon skating all the way around, and she gets taken down. And another penalty coming to the Whitby Wolves. A head contact penalty coming here to number 24, Alexis Strano. And the Rivulettes will head on another power play to end this period. 2-minute head contact penalty coming to Whitby, and the Rivulettes will head up 5-on-4 for the second time this period. Ristori from the blue line. Finds D'Angelo. D'Angelo with the shot off. Davidson with another stick save she didn't see. D'Angelo able to step in the way. She'll tip that one up and out of play. We've got another face-off. 23 seconds remain in this first period. Miller with the face-off win. Ristori walking the blue line. Carrier on the one-timer. That one tipped on. Davidson holding strong. Miller from down low. Slides it out front. The Wolves find the puck. They'll send that down the ice. And beaks him out of her net to play the puck. That'll do it for the first period here from Cambridge. As we head to the second in a scoreless 0-0 tie. Folks, a reminder as always that tonight's intermission is brought to you by Drains Are Us Plumbing, serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener-Waterloo region and Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-0007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you back here in 12. Welcome back to second period action here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium. And folks, a reminder as always that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region of Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. The scoreless first period as both goaltenders playing strong to start the game. Cambridge coming into this second period with a minute 21 remaining on a power play after the 2-minute head contact penalty to Alexis Strano. That's where we stand as we get set for second period action between the Cambridge Rivulettes and the Whitby Wolves. Cambridge with a quick face-off win. Reed carrying it in as Carswell. It appears a penalty coming to Cambridge. Micah Carswell getting a slashing call. She'll head to the box, and just like that, the Rivulettes' power play is done. Not the way the Rivulettes would have hoped to start this period. Up man for a minute 20. But 6 seconds in, we've got another penalty. 4-on-4 hockey here. Quinn Carswell hangs onto it on the boards. She'll chip it out of the zone. And the Wolves will start with possession. Pettit tries to make a move at the blue line. Kim gets a stick on it. Styles trying to flip it out. She can't do so. It'll be kept in by Mechtel. Mechtel walking in. Shut off. That one catches a shin pad on Reese Reed. Reed trying to clear the zone. She can't do so. Lesson camping out in front. Mechtel at the blue line. Carswell unable to get a stick on it. Styles able to get there. She'll flip it out. Forgetting it's 4-on-4, and that's going to be icing coming back down to the Rivulettes' end. OWHL really is a battle of the minds. It's all about strategy. It's key. Keeps it in. Reed kicking away at it, trying to poke it forward, but it's kept in by Whitby. Kim going to send it all the way down the ice. That's going to be another icing call. I believe the scoreboard is right. It's 4-on-4. The Rivulettes refusing to believe. But nonetheless, here we are. Face off inside the Rivulet zone. Styles on the draw. See if the Rivs can clear one down the ice yet again. Kept in by Mechtel. She walks in. Gets to the slot. Mechtel with a shot off. That one tipped up and out by Kim. Kim doing a good job not to let the puck get through to goal. We'll have another face-off. 3 seconds remain in the penalty to Strano. It'll be followed by a 45-second Whitby power play. Though the Rivulettes already think they're shorthanded. Face-off, one back. Whitby cross ice as they head onto a 5-on-4. Mechtel at the blue line. Has Belk with her. Tries to send that one in on goal. Strom will find the loose puck, but give it away. Back to the blue line for Basso. Kept in by Mechtel. Belk from the right side. Trying to get to her forehand. Leaves it for Mechtel. Mechtel with the shot off. Beeksman with the first save. She'll cover up as Pettit whacks away at it. And we'll have a face-off coming to Beeksman's left. 22 seconds remain on the penalty to Carswell. Ristori will send that one high up off the glass, down the ice. And the Rivulettes continuing to clear the puck on this penalty kill. Callie Mechtel carrying it out up over center ice. In with speed, skates into her own player. This carrier takes it behind the net. And has her pocket picked. Out front, shut off! Beeksma covers up. Pettit with the takeaway in the slot. Gets the shot off, but Beeksma squares up. Keeps this at zeros as we return to 5-on-5. Lesson wins the faceoff. Sharon poking it forward for Reese Reed. Reese Reed in with speed, all alone. Reed in on a breakaway. Makes a move, gets a shot off, but Davidson with a good blocker save to keep this 0-0. Sharon from down low. Has Miller out front. Plays it back for the Reed. Reed fans on the one-timer. Able to keep it in momentarily before Whitby chips it out. It's a one-on-one the other way. Cialtis in on the right side. As the Wolves unable to get a shot off. That one going to clear, and Sharon in a race for the puck. Jenna Sharon trying to beat Clark. D'Angelo from the face-off dot. Shot off. Davidson makes the save, covers up, and we've got a face-off inside the Whitby zone. Cambridge getting a full line change here. A fantastic opportunity for Reese Reed on the breakaway. But Davidson holding strong and keeping this scoreless. 23 minutes of scoreless hockey here in Preston. A tradition unlike any other. Broderick keeps it in. Micah Carswell getting a stick on the puck down low. Randall keeping it in as well. Randall walking in. Shot off. Davidson with a blocker save. Randall able to keep it in. Styles on the left side. Sends it towards goal, but that one's tipped high. Deeth feathers one into the middle. Will be carried into the zone by Nev Murphy. She gets taken up into the boards and bangs her head off the glass, and she is not feeling good. Whistle will be called, and the Whitby trainer should be hustling onto the ice. And she's down. The Whitby player appears to be all right. Clearly shaken up on the play. I believe it was Murphy cutting in on the left side. Skates into the corner of the glass. Good to see her get up under her own power. As Whitby looks to stretch the ice. Batted out in midair by Pittis. A fantastic play from the Wolf. She slides that towards the center. McKinnon able to clear the zone, but not much more. That one going to have the length. Carrier in a race for the puck, able to get there in time. A face-off coming all the way down to the Whitby zone. 15:40 remaining in this second period. Everybody was by that. Reed, shot off. That one tipped down low. Miller with a shot. It's off a body, and D'Angelo finds it on the right side. Sharon racing to get back, but it'll be poked out. Strawn plays it in. And a high stick will be called. Face-off coming inside the Whitby zone. Both teams still looking for that first goal. 0-0 thriller here on Hockey Night on Hamilton. Kim will just chip it in from the blue line. Burt down low. Has Neil out front. Tries to slide it to her. Kim keeps it in, throwing at line. And then Whitby chips it out. It's a 2-on-1 the other way as Reed gets a stick on it just in time to knock it away. Strome up into the offensive zone. Has Burt trailing. Leaves it for her. Burt out front. Neil can't quite walk away at it. Burt gets taken in hard down low. The arms go up. And Cambridge going to be heading on another power play. Jasmine Key going to get called for a holding. And at that, the Rivulettes return to a 5-on-4. Randall, shot towards goal. That's going to miss wide. Burt keeps it in. Cardone able to send it the length of the ice. Randall will begin from below her own goal line. Neil can't quite handle it. It's kept in by Deeth. Strome on the puck. Cambridge struggling to move forward. As Broderick spots Carswell. She has Neil cutting in on goal. Carswell skates into a body. It's picked up by Randall. She'll flick it down low. Quinn Carswell below the goal line. Finds Styles. Across for Randall. Back for Broderick. Broderick with a snapshot. That one's tipped just wide. But Cardone able to clear it all the way down the ice. Halfway through this power play, the Rivulettes unable to get much going in the way of scoring opportunities. Whitby going to send that one back off their bench. Cambridge getting lucky there with the face-off coming just outside Whitby's zone. 13-19 remaining in the second period. 37 seconds remaining in the power play. Styles with face-off win. Carrier able to send it in from center ice. The Carswells fighting hard down low. Story keeps it in at the blue line. Styles back down. Micah Carswell tries to get it back out for Story. And there's a break the other way from Whitby. Strano playing it on goal as Beeksma covers up. 3 seconds remain in the Rivulet power play.
Hi. So I got your cover letter with the meeting and so we're sending the letter and the subject of a project form, and then you're sending it to the 20 clerk and the 20 president to send the 3 directors.
Cambridge quiet on power plays so far this evening. Unable to get set up as they usually do. McKinnon now clearing the zone. Plays it for Strome. Strome can't quite hang on, and Reed will chip it in. Return to 5-on-5. 12:30 remaining in the second period. Reed will flip it back in. Davidson out of her net, unable to play the puck. Kept in by Kim. Schron fighting with Clark on the sideboard. Jenna Schron comes away with it. A good gritty play from Jenna Schron. It's kept in by Randall.
So that's everything? Okay, going up.
Broderick able to get a stick on it. She'll send it on goal as Davidson bats it away. Miller out front. D'Angelo can't quite get there. Randall will miss. And that'll head the length of the ice. Whitby heading for a complete line change as Randall carries it up the left side. Whitby on the takeaway. We'll flip that one up off the glass. Pettit carrying it in now on Broderick. Randall and Broderick teaming up for the takeaway. Miller tries to flip it out, but it's kept in at the blue line by Newmaster. Lesson plays it down low. Key from the blue line, shot off. Rivulettes get in the way. Burt unable to clear the zone. Key will play it back in. Miller fans on her clearance attempt. Pettit from the right side. Can't quite connect with Lesson. Burt loses control on the right. And the Wolves continuing to keep the puck in. Strome taking it down into the corner, waiting for support. She gets taken into the boards. It's kept in by Carrier. That one tipped off the side of the net. Battle for the puck on the near boards. It's picked up by Whitby. Carrier steps in the way, and Neal flips it for Hillick in the middle. Hillick has it knocked off her stick. Both teams struggling to get things towards the goal. As Hillick will chip it all the way down. 9:36 remaining in this second period. Still scoreless here, over halfway through the game. Carswell loses an edge, has her stick knocked out of her hands. And back comes Whitby. Basso in over the blue line. Tries to make a move on Reed. She gets a stick on it. Reed fighting well at the blue line. And the arm goes up and just a little too well. As Basso goes flying and Reed going to get a 2-minute body checking penalty. Rivulettes fall short-handed for just the second time tonight. And the snow keeping people at home this evening is just 17,214 in attendance here at the Memorial. I concur. Watching on the couch with a nice hot cup of cocoa and some baked brie. Sounds very lovely this evening. A Bourson guy myself. When I go to Tim Martin. A shot off. That one's going to find the end. And we've got another whistle. Kimmel ringing around the boards. Rivulettes short-handed for another minute and a half. Walked in by Basso. Into the slot. Shot off. Beastman with the first stop. A loose puck on the side of the net, knocked away. Cambridge keeping it 0-0 for now. Mechta with the shot off. Kim steps in the way. Mechta able to keep it in at the blue line. She'll play it down low. Broderick gets there in time. And Kim will fire it all the way down the ice. The Rivulettes with a good clearance halfway through this power play. Full line change for the girls in green. Mechta looks to carry it up herself. D'Angelo on the takeaway. D'Angelo in with speed. All alone. Sadie D'Angelo with a shot along the ice. Davidson kicks it away. Pulled out by Basso. She carries it up over the center of the ice. Pitt is trailing. Lesson cutting it on net. Tries to find Lesson. That one's tipped off into the corner, but it's picked up by Cialtis as she jumps in off the bench. Ristori comes away with the puck. She's got room to skate. 20 seconds remaining in this penalty kill for the Rivulettes, and Ristori will just send it the length and head off for a change. Strano up at the Rivulette blue line. She enters the zone. Broderick unable to get a stick on it. Strano sends it on goal. Beeksma will cover up, and we'll have a face-off in the Rivulette zone. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty to Reed. Good penalty kill thus far from the Rivulettes. Just needing to finish it off over the next 5 seconds. Face off one. Carrier sends it around the boards, and the Rivulettes will return to 5-on-5. Micah Carswell hops on as Reed skates off the ice. Battle for the puck on the far boards. Styles poking away at it. The Wolves come away with possession. That shot will miss wide. Carrier cutting up on the side of the net. Plays it for Carswell. She can't handle it. And it's sent right back. Carrier in from the red line. She'll head off for a change. Davidson with a bad play out of her net. Carswell races for the puck. Strano able to clear the zone. Murphy back on the ice after taking a glass to the helmet. Good to see. Who will capitalize first? The age-old question. Ellie McKinnon looks to play across ice. That's taken away. .540 remaining in the second period of Cambridge Rivulet Hockey, brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling. Face you can trust. Reed trying to carry it out of the zone. Burt can't quite clear. And Reed will pick it up. Cambridge heading on another penalty kill as Rachel Burt heading to the box. 2 minutes for tripping, and she knew it the whole time. 36 minutes into this game, and it's turning out to be an old-fashioned Timbit. Not a whole lot to it. It's like the kid that plays second French horn in the school band. You just got to be better. That one tipped just wide. A beautiful move from Pittis. She's in. Shut off. Beeksma using her head. Pettit down low. Belk back to the blue line. Key with a shot off. That one blocked. Blocked by Pittis, and she's feeling it. Belk walking around. Miller staying with her. Belk with a shot off. Beeksma will cover up and make the save. Old-fashioned Timbits aren't all that bad, though. Everyone likes them once in a while. And a great shot up over the shoulder of Courtney Beeksma. My goodness. Callie Mechtel takes a 1-0 lead for Whitby. Rivulette's threatening a shorthanded goal. Power play goal? One of the two. Rivulette's trail 1-0. Callie Mechtel. Before I could get the Timbit out of my mouth, put one right up over the shoulder of Beeksma. It's 1-0. Broderick going to play it all the way in. And Burt right away going to be heading to the box once again. she sends Katie Belkin to the boards hard. That's going to be a 2-minute body checking penalty to Rachel Burke. Face off inside the Rivulet zone. Cambridge trailing 1-0. Looking to minimize the damage with just 4.5 minutes remaining in this second period and keep this a 1-goal game. Key keeps it in. Held by Newmaster. Key keeps it in. Lesson back for Key. Key with a shot off. Beastman with the first save. That one's tapped in. It's 2-0 Whitby. Through traffic. Madison Cialtzis taps in the rebound. Two power plays and 2 goals this period for Whitby. That's the difference here late in the second period. As Cambridge still unable to get one past Davidson. When Carswell chipping in, Styles in on Chase. Kept in by Randall. Leaves the zone quickly, and Quinn Carswell will carry it back in. Carswell for Carswell.
Whitby's first goal scored by number 89, Callie Mechtel. Assistant number 87, Katie.
Carrier in on the pinch. She'll give it away. And back the other way comes Cardone. Cardone in on Ristori. Gets a shot off. Beaksma makes the glove save and covers up. And we got a face-off coming inside the Rivulet end. 3:24 left in the second period. Cambridge trailing by 2. Off goals from Callie Mechtel and Madison Cialtzis. That one sent out front. Clark from the slot. Hillick able to step in the way. It's played down low. Hillick pulls it out of the corner. Battle for the puck on the near boards. McKinnon getting physical. And the puck squeaks back to the blue line. Clark can't hold his own. And the Wolves will have to restart. Key plays it forward. Broderick in a race.
Scored by number 16, Madison Cialtzis. Number 6, Jasmine Key. On the power play, 50.
Broderick going to ring that one around the boards.
Cialtzis from Key.
Whitby can't keep it in. It's going to head the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Cambridge getting a much-needed change. But Whitby looking to stretch the ice yet again. Murphy off the boards. Strano entering the zone. She's got Cialtzis with her. Leaves it for her. Carswell trying to pull it away and clear the zone. D'Angelo flip it up off the glass. Miller trying to poke it forward. Reed looks cross ice, finds Sharon, hops up over her stick. And the Rivs have to try again. Kim poking it out. Miller forward now. Strom flips it in. Miller able to get a stick on it, but can't find it. And Strom's got it on the right side. Even Strom stops and turns around. Down low for Miller. She loses an edge. D'Angelo back to the blue line as Ristori walks the line. Makes a move, gets in. Wrist shot off. Finds some shin pads, and Ristori will play it back down into the corner. D'Angelo out front. Cambridge with the puck at the blue line. Ristori getting a shot off. That one's blocked. And Carrier will pick it up in the neutral zone. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Cambridge trailing 2-0. Carrier looks to stretch the ice. Hillick will win the race. And Neal picks it up down low. Strome flipping in and off the boards. Neal has it in the corner. Hillekamp out front. Neal slides it out front. Strome from the slot can't get a shot off. Broderick on the clapper. Davidson makes save through traffic. And the Rivulettes will get a face-off inside the Whitby zone. 26 seconds remaining in this second period. Rivulettes trailing by 2, looking for a way to cut that lead in half heading to the third. Neal on the draw. Face-off won by Lesson, and Mechtel will ring it around. It's chipped out, and Pettit picks it up in a 2-on-1 the other way. Pettit with Lesson in the middle of the ice. Flips it to her. Beeksma gets a pad on it. 10 seconds remain. Mechtel high up off the glass, kept in by Neal. Neal able to get there. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Randall with a shot from the blue line. Davidson sees it the whole way, covers up. And with that, we'll head into the second intermission. 2-0 Whitby over Cambridge. And folks, a reminder as always that tonight's intermission is brought to you by Drains Are Us Plumbing, serving homes and businesses across the Kitchener-Waterloo region and Wellington County with fast and reliable service. Call 519-654-0007 for all your plumbing needs. That's 519-654-0007. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to third period action here from the Preston Memorial Auditorium, folks. And a reminder, as always, that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Face Heating and Cooling, proudly servicing the Kitchener-Waterloo region of Wellington County. Call 519-230-FACE to reach a face you can trust. That's 519-230-3223. This game's scoreless for much of the first two periods, but then 36 minutes in, Whitby struck twice. Callie Mechtel scoring on the first power play, and then just moments later, Madison Cialza scoring on a 5-on-4 as well. Cambridge fighting an uphill battle over the next 20 minutes. That one going to head the length of the ice. Broderick back in time to touch up. It is now officially touch icing. We have London refs in town. Face-off coming down to the Whitby zone. And yes, folks, for those of you in the chat, a nice baked brie would be lovely. Perhaps a raspberry coulis to put on it. Just something to tickle the toes at Christmas time as Sharon fans on a shot from the slot and Miller can't quite find it. Every time I talk about food, something happens, so we'll stop that now. There's Miller. Cuts to the middle of the ice. She gets taken down, but the arms stay down, as does Miller. Randall on the getaway. Beeksma will cover up. And quickly face off down in the Rivulettes zone, just 51 seconds into this final frame. Lesson on the draw. Miller for Cambridge. As Miller gets sent out, Sharon in. Face off one by Lesson. Keel play it down into the corner. Story picks up the loose puck out front. She'll rip it around the boards. That's kept in by Clark. D'Angelo fighting to clear it. That'll be held in. And the Rivs will have to try again. Carrier on the stop and go. Hops up over the stick of Jenna Shawn. It's going to head all the way down the ice. And we've got another icing coming back down to the Rivulettes' end. Murphy from the blue line. Shot tipped wide by Miller. And the Wolves fighting hard for it on the far side. McKinnon pulls it out of the scrum. Her clearance attempt blocked. It'll be kept in. Sharon on the takeaway. It's kept in by Whitby yet again. Whitby applying good pressure to start this second period. Cambridge gets a line change and Carswell quickly onto the ice. She pokes it to the middle of the ice. Carswell sending it deep into the corner for her sister Quinn. Hillock gets taken into the boards. It's picked up by Carswell. She stops. Gets taken in hard. Carswell. Up front for Carswell. Carswell with a shot off. Reed with another shot. Neither get through to the net. Third time's the charm. Not quite. And it's picked up by Belk. Belkin over the blue line. Makes one move. Waiting for support. She'll play it cross ice. And it's kept in by Deeth. Hillick able to clear the zone. Quinn Carswell, the lone forechecker for Cambridge, as the rest head off for a change. Carswell from down low. That one sent the length. Icing waved off. And Broderick will play it back in from the red line. D'Angelo in the corner. Finds Strome out front. Strome fans on the shot. D'Angelo skating around with it. Tries to slide it towards goal. That one will be kicked into the far corner. Neal back down low for D'Angelo. Mechtel going to play it out. Broderick will send it right back in. As the rest of the Rivulettes head off for a change. Strome tries to find it on the right side. It squeaks under her. Second Cardone carries it in. Her shot attempt blocked. Rivulettes fighting the puck in this third period. Story flips it up off the boards. But she's unable to get there, and it's sent right back in. Beeks out of her net to play the puck. Carswell slows things down. Leaves it for her story. She'll stop. She got Micah Carswell all open. Plays it behind her. And it's picked up by the Wolves in their own end. Stretch of pass for Cialtis. Strano carrying it in. She gets taken down by McKinnon. Skated right into her. And Styles, the puck carrier up over the middle. When Styles into the zone, she'll flip it deep. Micah Carswell down low. Tries to flip it out front. Kim can't get a shot off. Second shot attempt gets through. Whitby carrying it into the zone. And a penalty coming here to the Cambridge Rivulettes. D'Angelo able to get a stick on it. But delayed penalty, and Mechtel will slow down. Mechtel fans on it as the net empties. Forward come the Wolves. Entering the zone is Murphy. She'll give it away. And an interference call coming here to the Cambridge Rivulettes. Rachel Burt heading to the box for her third of the night. And the Rivulettes looking for a penalty kill here. 13.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Down 2. This is quite the climb they face. Belk leaves it for Key. Cambridge able to clear the zone with a bit of help from Whitby. The Wolves turn it back up and bring it right back in. Tipped forward. Beeksma plays it into the corner, and Carrer will pick it up at the faceoff dot. Out speed is Mechtel. And for Cialtis, she'll leave it back. Mechtel's shot, cross ice, into the far corner. Her Story with the takedown. 54 seconds remaining on the Rivulet penalty kill. Walking the line is Basso. Her shot misses wide. Neal able to clear the zone, and the Rivulettes will head off for a change.
Keep it good game to order, at least he can. 1-0.
That one going to head the length. Reed will touch up for icing. And with 25 seconds remaining in the Whitby power play, we've got a face-off coming down to the Whitby zone. 12:01 remaining in this third period. Rivulettes still trailing by 2. Unable to slide anything past Davidson all evening long. They'll look to change that here in the coming moments.
Fumble.
Magdal taken away by Carswell. Carswell in. Got a Wolf quick off the bench, able to get a stick on that puck. And Whitby will flip it in. Beeksma covers up. Oh, a face-off inside the Rivulette zone. 3 seconds left in the penalty to Burt. Hillock with a good face-off win as we return to 5-on-5. McKinnon hops on the ice. Cambridge needs to find a way to get one past Davidson. Micah Carswell picks up the loose puck. She's in one-on-one. Carswell cutting towards the goal, has it taken off her stick, and the arm goes up. A penalty for hooking coming here to the Whitby Wolves, and the Rivulettes will take it. Jasmine Keegan ahead to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. The Rivulettes will go up on a power play of their own. 11:11 remaining, and the stars may be aligning. D'Angelo bats it out of midair and keeps it in. Sends it down low for Sharon. Back for D'Angelo. Fans on it again. Sticky puck this period on for both teams. As Randall fights to keep it in. And face off inside the Whitby zone. It appears it hit an arm on the bench. We'll try things again. Miller, Sharon, and D'Angelo on for the Rivulettes. Randall and Broderick at the blue line. Cialtis on the draw for Whitby. And Cialtis with the face-off win. Broderick down low for Miller. Miller out front. Sharon batting away at it. A loose puck. Broderick from the ring out line. Shot off! And Davidson makes a good glove save. Randall. Cross for Broderick. Broderick cross ice finds D'Angelo, but she can't hang on. Randall with the shot down low. Sharon tries to tip it towards goal. Broderick cutting in. And that one's going to clear the zone. And the Rivulettes will have to reset in the neutral zone. So Randall plays it forward for her partner. And Broderick carries it in over the blue line.
No, last one.
Broderick with the takedown. And the Wolves able to clear the ice. Carrier from behind goal. Murphy, let's start things forward. Neal and Strom can't connect, and the Wolves will send it back down. .30 seconds remain in this Rivulette power play. And Strom will carry it into the zone. Ava Strom loses the puck down low. It's kept in by Ristori. Kendra Ristori walking in, makes a move, gets her forehand, shot off, that one's blocked, and back the other way all alone comes Whitney Basso. Basso in on Beeksma, makes a move to her backhand, gets the shot off and misses wide. Carrier gets taken down from behind. And as time expires on the Whitby penalty, the Wolves set things up at center ice. Clark in down low. Stops. Reed. Good positioning. Able to knock Belk off the puck. Lauren Stiles will carry it up out of the zone. Stiles. In on the right side. Key able to knock the puck away, but Carswell has it down low. Kim in at the blue line. Stops. Plays it in for Carswell. She'll flip it further. Reed all the way into the corner now. Fighting with two Wolf defenders. That's sent to the other side. As Belk tries to send it out of the zone. Carswell keeps it in. .806 remaining in the game. There's Cardone in on the right side. She'll get a shot off. Beeksman with the pad save. Ellie McKinnon quick to the puck. She flips that one out of the zone. Hillick is caught up on the boards. And Murray will play it deep. That one going to head the length. An icing call, bringing the puck back down to the Rivulet zone. Cambridge trailing by 2, 7:32 remaining. If they're going to make a charge, the time is now. They look really good stick. The Wolves clear quickly yet again. Britt's shot gonna miss wide. Wolves with room to skate, but Broderick on the takeaway. Aaron Broderick walks in. Can't quite handle the puck. And it's sent back down. Emerson Miller into the zone. Plays it for Sharon. Sharon can't quite get a shot off. Miller on the wraparound. She'll hang on to it. Emerson Miller leaves it for Ristori. Ristori makes a move. Walks in. Kenner Ristori with a shot off the crossbar. Up and out of play. A fantastic shot from Kenner Ristori. She just can't quite pick the corner. And folks, thank you as always one last time to our friends at Face Heating and Cooling. Face. Face you can trust. Carrier's shot heads off into the far corner. It's pulled out by Miller. Miller back for Carrier. Can't quite find D'Angelo. And the Rivs have it back at the blue line. Ristorian. She'll just play it down low. Sharon corrals the loose puck. It's kept in by Cambridge. Not for long, however, as that one exits the zone. And the Rivulettes will reset. Delayed penalty coming to Whitby. As Neal picks it up in the corner. Across for Reed. Reed walking in. Shot off. Reed rips one off the post. And the Wolves will touch up, and the Rivulettes will head on another 5-on-4. 5:21 remaining. There's penalty coming to Stella Pittis. 2 minutes for body checking. We're talking post-game snacks. Depends what you have at the house. Peanut butter bowl is a favorite in my place of residence. Some goldfish in a bowl. If you want to get real nasty, fish and chips with goldfish and Lay's. As that shot gets through, heads off into the corner. It's kept in by Cambridge. Kim down low. Stepping out front. Trying to get a shot off, but can't get it through. And Reed will keep it in at the blue line.
Whitby penalty to number 14, Stella
Burt.
Pierce. Body checking.
Down off the boards. That one's going to be sent out of the zone. And Beeksma all the way out of her net to play the puck. Neal's centering pass taken away. 4:30 remaining. 1:10 left in the 5-on-4 as Neal enters the zone. Randall from behind her net. That shot misses wide. Styles plays back down low. Carswell finds it on the end boards. She'll kick it out for Styles. Carswell poking away at it. Back to the blue line for Randall. Randall shot on. Davidson turns it aside. And as Styles exits the zone, that'll do it for the Rivulet power play. 0 for 5 tonight for the Rivulettes on the man advantage as Hillock gets a shot off. Tough to beat a good team like Whitby. With that, and the Rivulettes have their goalie pulled. Beeksma heads to the bench and Neal jumps on the ice. Carrier poking it forward. Cambridge slowing things down. Ristori makes a move. Sends out one into the far corner. Burt giving chase. Strom flips it out front. Hillock, Neal can't hit it. Ristori with a shot off. That one's tipped wide. Neal down low. Slides it up top. Carrier's got it at the blue line. Ristori sends it in. That's going to be high. And Neal back down in the corner. Batted away. Kept in by Ristori. Picked up by Burt. Shot off, but not through. And Deeth able to clear the zone. But Neal catches the bouncing puck, and in comes Maddie Kim. Kim in on the right side. Tries to get to the front of the net. Davidson, a loose puck. A puck in the crease. Rivulet's batting away at it. Strong can't get the shot off. And that clearance attempt is going to head all the way down and just head off the side of the net. Here's Kim able to get back in time for the icing call. Face-off coming all the way down to the Whitby zone. 1:53 remaining. Rivulet's trailing by 2. Beeksma out of the net. Hadaway opting to hang on to the timeout for now. Liking what he's seeing on the ice, and not for long. Here's where we stand. 1:53 remaining. Rivulet's trail by 2. Held scoreless all night long. And the Wolves send it up and out of play. Net empty for Cambridge. Miller, Neal, Sharon, D'Angela, Kim, and Reed all on for the Rivulettes. Hayden Lesson on the draw for Whitby. Key, Mechtel, Belk, and Pettit also on for Whitby. Kim across for Reed. Reed looks for the cross ice pass. That one's going to be sent down the ice. And as Kim gets back to touch up, that'll be an icing call. .136 left. Cambridge needing to find 2. Folks, we'll be in Brampton tomorrow, 3:15 puck drop from Century Gardens Arena as Reed gets a one-timer off. Davidson makes no mistake. Rivulettes take on the Brampton Canadettes for the second time in 2 weeks. Reed from the slot, shot off. That went off a pair of skates, and Sharon sends it in on goal. That tipped wide, and Davidson knocks the net off. And we got another face-off inside the zone. Broderick and Randall onto the ice for Cambridge. Again, 3:15 tomorrow. We'll be there in Brampton as the Rivulettes take on the Canadettes. Before a week off. Broderick, it's a shot off. That one doesn't get through, and it's kept in by the Rivulet defense. Miller from down low tries to center it out front. D'Angelo pulls it away. For Sharon in the slot. That one gets through, but Davidson makes the pad save. Randall from down low. Her shot blocked. That one's going to be sent down the ice, and Broderick quick to get back for icing. 48 seconds remaining in this third period. Thank you, as always, to our video production technician, Aaron Petro, our technical director, the voice of reason, Matt Ford. Thank you to all of you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Cambridge Rivulettes official YouTube channel. Hashtag build the brand. Hashtag Post Lunch Golf Club. It's kept in by Randall. She'll send it towards goal. That one blocked. Hillock does a good job keeping it in. Hillock from down low. Bouncing puck out front. Styles unable to get much on it. Broderick from the slot. Up off a helmet. And Broderick from the ring out line. Shot off. Davidson squares up, makes the save. And there's 21 seconds remaining here. This game is all but over, folks. After a full weekend of shutouts, the Rivulettes find themselves on the opposite end of that tonight. Sadie Davidson, quite the game, holding the Rivulettes scoreless. And as that one exits the zone, that's just about going to do it here, folks. I hope everyone drives safe tonight, enjoys shoveling when they get home. Have some popcorn, have some peanut butter balls. It's 3-0 Whitby. This time expires. And the Rivulettes fall twice to the Whitby Wolves this season. We'll see you tomorrow in Brampton, folks. Drive safe. Have a great night. Go Rivs.